party. That wasn't nice. I noticed somebody out here had a little accident with the bed. Somebody's burning. I smell smoke. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Mama fixed this. Enjoy your breakfast. Be back in a minute. Hi, boys. Hi. Hello. There you go, Morris. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Good morning, Stripe. I've got 1,300 steps already this morning. The fan motor on the Mummy burnt out, so he's gone. Don's going to put up another one for me that I've picked out. The squirrels tried to dig up that Japanese maple yesterday, or put nuts in the pot with the maple, so that's why those stepping stones are up there. They did not damage the tree, but I put a dig deterrent. I took Puppy Fountain down and just laid it on its side. There's no reason to move that heavy thing farther from there because that's where it's going to go next year. Although before things start growing next year, I am going to put that other fountain base somewhere in the yard to sit something on and not leave it there. All of the 4th of July pinwheels are down. And I did take the fountain down from over there. It's in the house drying, and I have the solar disc from the front yard in my hand. And I watered things that needed to be watered, and I put out a few more scarecrows, little ones, stick in the pot ones that I found upstairs. And I brought my metal owl down. He's supposed to be out right now. And there's lots more to do, but that's for a start. I'm still very torn about whether or not to ask Don to move anything under the house today. If it wasn't such a pain to move the stuff out, to put things in, we would just move the 3 tropical plants, the rubber tree, the scheffalera, and the ficus under today and leave everything else. But it's really a pain to ask Don to take everything out just to move those 3 things. So I don't know. Tonight is, it's going to be near 40. And are we going to get any frost or not? And Tux is, thinking about going after poor Stripe. Tux, no need. No. Just don't do it. It's just totally unnecessary. Hi, Stripe. You want to come in for a minute? You can come inside with Mama for a minute. There you go. Don said yes.
I've got my marching orders for today.
Oh, I asked really nice.
She did. She was
and I told him he could say no and everything.
She gave me all the options.
The only problem is that Don basically never says no to me. I asked to move the 3 tropicals, which go in first anyway, to the far back of the plant area under the house. If we could move them today, because it's not going to. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. Move them today.
Right. And then we'll just, around Halloween in 2 weeks, we'll move the rest of the stuff like we usually do.
Right.
And that way tonight, if it's 37 or 41, any frost, it's probably not going to frost here tonight. It's not. The first frost, they moan and groan and it never pans out. And then after the 2 nights, it's totally warm enough at night. It's in the 50s or upper 40s for 10 days. So we're fine. It's just Thursday morning and Friday morning. But it's stressing me a bit. And we could those plants have been with me and Dawn since the 90s. And I would legitimately be sad. They were plants at IBM, all 3 of them.
Right.
That I cared for at the building. And then when I left, I took them so they wouldn't die. Anyway, I'll just stress less, and hopefully that won't work on too bad. He just got to move out the lawnmower. And the trailer.
And the riding mower. And the 2 bicycles. And it's all right. It's not a problem, sweetheart.
I'll worry less.
You will worry. It'll be just fine.
The change of seasons really can be hard on a person sometimes. Changes of holidays and changes of seasons, it's just... The list, it just seems to exponentially grow. Hi, Grace. Mama's a little late coming in, But you did have food right at bedtime, so. Hi. How's my pretty girl? How's my pretty girl? It's a good girl. Here you go. Some chicken and a little bit of those shreds you like. Hi. I'm sorry there's no Johnny today. Mama misses Johnny too. I'll be in to edit with you. I know you don't understand why he comes and goes, but you're always happy to see him. It's a beautiful day out here. It's 12:30. I've got 2,500 steps. Don's already got 1,700 steps. We've been active this morning, just not on the trail yet. Instead of walking the pogo loop twice, we walked it once, and we're walking to the turnaround spot and back. Although I have to say that there doesn't seem to be anywhere near as much activity going on, parked cars along the street, for this part of the sewer construction project as there were. But certainly they haven't opened the trail back up. You know, the guy said maybe this fall, if they have it open by next summer, it'll be a miracle at this point, considering the reconstruction of the asphalt and stuff after they're done laying the lines. You know, most of the time here we can do construction year round, but there are a few days when conditions aren't favorable. Who knows? We're ready to be walking back on our trail, though. It's a lot nicer. It's quieter. There's trash, but less trash. We get to see more nature, less urban stuff. We miss our trail. Well, surprise, surprise. The fence that says you can't go past here is gone. Still got the caution cone, so we're going to walk farther and see what's up. Yeah, they did just a great job of cleaning up over here. There's several pieces of metal still lying on the ground. I don't know. Somebody, I don't know.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. I guess I would say, come on, people, we can do a little better than this, but I think that hundreds of times a day. I'm going to pop up a close-up picture, but Don and I haven't seen the stilt grass seed before, and that's because we were pulling it and pulling it and pulling it so it doesn't seed out. But there's some seed here where it's been undisturbed for the entire summer.
Yeah.
So
that we saw on Facebook or something, one of the parks encouraged people to go out and pull stilt grass before it went to seed, and I told Marianne, I said, it goes to seed? I've never seen seed. And I guess I never looked closer at the right time. And they said September.
August, September, sometime along in there. Well, it's obviously October now. Yeah, it just makes me sad to look at it, but yeah. And seriously, the guys on the lawnmower could easily take out a little bit more of this, but not. Of course, we got our neighbor boarded right up to our property line, and he hadn't, after he took down all those trees, he hadn't touched any of that other part. Well, if I had to guess, somebody took the sign down, and these guys didn't really want the sign taken down. And they don't walk up there, so they don't know that it's not still up. That would be my guess, But at least if the ground is solid and walkable. I mean, right here is where the big gravel was the last time we were up here. And oh, by the way, from the rains that we had or whatever, it's washed the trail off. The asphalt pretty clean here. But you can see some of the gravel over here in the grass. I'm going to let Don pick up that other towel so I can keep on filming coming around the corner here. I don't know. Some days I love this new camera, and some days I'm pretty frustrated with it. Well, you know, for people that aren't Sue crazy, it's certainly walkable over here. We'll keep going a little bit. We're having a 1 p.m., although it is a Wednesday, nuclear Sharon Harris alarm just went off. It did not stay on, though. But whenever that thing goes off, and it's not a planned test, they have a lot of explaining to do. Oh, look at my phone in a minute. You know, you'd expect other alerts to start going off on the phone if something was wrong. Yeah, somebody will have some serious explaining to do about why that went off at an unscheduled time. We're getting close to the end. This pipe is actually empty but is laid here. Although we're a little confused because they seem to have closed up everything, yet the pipe's here, so I don't know. Looks like they knocked down one of the lights and broke it.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean, really, guys, could we not have moved it, disconnected it? But I guess we weren't being super careful down here. The trash hasn't been too bad, but we've seen
It
some.
seemed
like a good idea.
You're gonna make me walk up this hill? Couldn't we stopped up there? Don't you remember this hill?
Well, it seemed like a good idea to look around the corner and see where the pipe
It
went.
didn't make it any less steep.
All right. I agree. This hill is the hill, and it's as bad as it was before.
Except for now, it's uneven ground, so we get a lot of mental stimulation and physical stimulation.
Yeah. Wow, they did a great job breaking that light, too. Well, I sure hope the guys that broke it are the guys responsible for it. I mean, really? Yeah, I don't know if that one's a total goner, but it's not looking good. You think they'll leave us the pieces of cement?
That's interesting, yeah.
Be nice if they would. We can get across and walk up that part of the right of way.
Well, if it made it through all that rain you had recently, it's
Yeah.
probably good enough for a while.
I'll risk it. It's stable enough for me. We've had a snack. Dawn's unloaded my Amazon Subscribe and Save. And we're going to move those tropical plants now. Dawn says, "Kitten, the ficus sure has grown a lot this year."
Yeah.
Maybe 3 feet. Well, I did better watering over the winter last year, so things didn't get as damaged. And then we fertilized it, and I really kept up with it this year too, all summer. It's the best it's looked in a while at the end of the season, even.
Well, we got 5.5 feet in here if you need it or not.
There's what we've got so far. You see the little loop there? That's my water supply Dawn ran for me so I can water stuff without having to carry it in. There's a little nozzle on-off nozzle up there. By the time we're done, all of this area will have plants. Dawn's going to move or install one more light more toward the chimney there, around where the hose is. So the Scheffalera gets more light than just from these two that are, well, there's more than two, but this row, the 2 rows that are in front of me. That's all we're putting under today. Well, the ghost looks good. I'm happy to see it's still quite white. What, Donnie? You felt a sprinkle?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Don's adding 2 lights down there because he never half does anything. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just saying that the ghost looks good and is perfectly white, and
Yeah, and that's the power pack that was on the other one. That one had a bad power pack, so the note said. And so I used the power pack from the other ghost that the fan went bad, and it's working just fine. And I did feel the power pack after we got back from our walk, and it was cool, so it's not, the power pack's not overheating.
right, it felt warm to me this morning, but not hot.
That was
just on.
That was probably because the
Fan wouldn't turn.
but now that the, you know, if the fan turns like it's supposed to, it doesn't draw as
Right,
much.
well, it wasn't super hot. It was just warm. Not uncomfortable warm, but little warm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Looks great. Look at the driveway. There ain't a leaf in sight.
well, that's not true, but I did do the front yard and the driveway and out from under the house and 2/3 of the backyard, just not this end here by the wicker chair. So yeah, they probably, yeah, they want more sun. This is true.
So Marion wanted to move a couple of these tropical plants under the crawl space today, under the house. And that corner, you see that light right there,
that was dark. That light was not there. So I just added that light, this light, and this light. So I basically put up 3 more lights here. That's all the lights I have. But that helps this corner over here a little bit. And so hopefully this Schifferilla, and there's a ficus tree and whatever that is, you know, they'll make it, it'll be a little brighter under here for.
We've got light rain, and Don's just in for the evening. Well, he actually went out to the garage for a second, but he's done for the day. I'm going to work on the kit, the Wednesday kit that I started yesterday. I misspoke. There's actually 7 bags, and I'm starting bag 3. I've got 90 minutes until ribs come out, so we'll see. We'll see what I can get done. And Stripe is looking adorable. That's right. I set reminders when the prints are supposed to be done. I really want Bamboo to integrate with A so I can query the status of my print.